Hello, Capricorn. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and I'm so happy that you're here with me today. I am being requested to do this video via my Instagram, so if you want to get connected with me on there, I have a link in my description box where we can get connected. I mostly do Pisces readings, but I love to tap into the collective energy if, you guys are interested. So one-on-one readings are available as well. They are over Zoom, and I do have pre-recorded as well if you can't find a time that works. So just check out my description box for more details. Capricorn, we are going to do a Celtic cross, tapping into your collective energy here to see what it is that Spirit wants you to know. I will first start off by saying there is a Capricorn full moon, an ending in your life. If you are a Capricorn rising, specifically in your first house of self, if you're a Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon, you might have it in different places, but there's a chapter that's concluding in your life. I do feel like the cards are going to show some of that moon energy, some of that transition energy as well in your life, Capricorn. So let's dive into your current situation for Capricorn. Current situation at this time. We're going to go back and clarify any cards that we need to at the end. All right. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Three of Wands. And you have the Lover's card. So what I'm seeing right off the bat is there is a karmic ending, change, fluctuation that is occurring in a connection that you have. Could be love, it could be a relationship that you have at work or with a community of people where there's like-minded souls, and you're seeing that the relationship is going in a new direction. I want to tap in and see, is it positive, if it's negative, but I see there being like a fated transition, a fated change, a fated turn of events in that relationship. We do have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck, so I do see some of you might be moving away from certain connections that you had. It doesn't have to be romantic. Again, like, what if you're trying to transition jobs, or, you're trying to transition something that you offer, something that you do with your life? I see you taking a look at alternate modes of action, different ways that you could put yourself out there. You're transitioning how you maybe run your business or what you are connected to. What's challenging this or crossing this? The Tower. Big ending energy. The Tower card is here to let me know that you are probably facing some obstacles, some challenges in this area. Things might feel like they are falling apart. But understand that with the Wheel of Fortune there, this was supposed to happen. This was a fated turning of the wheel. It is working in your favor, even if you don't feel like it is at this time. Current strengths for Capricorn. Current strengths. There we go. Two of Cups. So the relationships that you do have, the people that are in your corner, the people that pour into you, you pour right back. So your support system, I really feel like, is helping you also to get through this troubling time in your life. Area of focus. I love that as a strength. That means you have people around you who love and care for you. So let's say you are going through a breakup, but you have like a best friend, or you have your family or something like that that's supporting you. Your area of focus is the Hanged Man. So this is about trusting this process of there being delay. Also looking at this situation in a different perspective, a higher perspective. How is this working in my good, or for my good, rather than against me? Near future for Capricorn. We have the World. A complete ending of a cycle, the ending of a major chapter in your life. Recent past for Capricorn. Ooh. We have the Six of Cups. So this could have been that you had to really refocus on what you valued, who and what was important to you. Where were you giving away your time and efforts? Was it taking you away from your childlike wonder? Recent past. Advice. You have the Knight of Swords. And you have the Six of Wands. And so this is Spirit saying, go after what it is that you want. Go after what it is that you desire. Don't give up. Trust and believe that it will work out. I see you like kind of like racing to the finish line, to be victorious, to be a winner. I love that energy. And Spirit doesn't want you to give up. Keep fighting the good fight is what I hear Spirit say. But also make sure that you do rest. You have the Four of Swords at the bottom. So fight and rest, right? Take the energy where it needs to go. Your current environment for Capricorn. Flip this over. Current environment for Capricorn. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, so you may feel like the door of opportunity is closing. You're having to walk away. You're going through a rough patch. Maybe you felt like things were progressing. Now they've turned around on you. Hopes and fears. Could be also manipulation of power. Just coming through for that card for some reason. Maybe the person who's offering you that pentacle. Oh, wow. Hopes and fears, the High Priestess. So you want the truth to be revealed. You want to understand. You want to be able to trust your intuition. But you might be having a hard time with that potential outcome at this time. You have the Queen of Pentacles and you have the Six of Pentacles. And so I would look at that as a person who will eventually come into their prime, who will understand their worth, who will be paid accordingly, who will have the support that they need. For a lot of you, this could be a financial endeavor. This also could be you just feeling like you don't have the support. And that support is coming in for you. All right, so let's start at your current situation. When we see this Wheel of Fortune, the Lover's card and the Three of Wands, these two cards alone are major arcana. So there's big changes in your relationship, even could be with relationship to self. And there's a redirection energy that's occurring at this time asking you, where do you want to go next? What do you see your future looking like? Where do you find that you are going to be best utilized? You also might be going through a really amazing karmic chapter in your life, or someone in your life, or, someone that you love is going through a really big overhaul, a really big change, and it's affecting you as well. Shocking or exciting news could be coming in. Let's clarify. The Tower for Capricorn. We have the Queen of Wands. Tell me more about this Tower. We have the Magician. And we have the Seven of Cups. I saw a card flip over. So, Queen of Wands is a very powerful queen. She knows who she is. She's gone through a lot of shadow work. And you may have felt like lately life has been about a lot of lessons, about digging deeper into who you are, about understanding, kind of your shadow, understanding where you've come from, how to change the trajectory that your life is taking. And the beauty of this Tower that's coming in for you is that it's highlighting to you your truth. It's highlighting to you who you are, what you value. Seven of Cups is also saying it's left you a little bit confused about where to go next, but you're manifesting a new beginning because of it. So the Tower comes to shake you up, to remind you that, hey, you are powerful. You can decide where to go next. You have the ability to manifest a new beginning in your life, and to also look at life through the lens of, okay, there's been some changes in a relationship dynamic in my life. There's been changes in a contract, or a way that I'm running my business, or a way in which my relationship, romantic, platonic, familial is headed. But it is also giving me opportunities to go in different directions, to broaden, to offer different things, to have a different way that you're looking at life. It's not such a narrowed perspective. That's kind of what I'm hearing your spirit guide saying is like maybe you were coming at life in a very narrow perspective. Things got shaken up, especially in your relationship sectors and your contractual sector. And now here we are with your strengths of the Two of Cups, leaning in on that community, leaning in on that family, on that relationship that you're in of like, what do we do now? We just found out something in our life is going to be changing. What is the next step? Where do we go? And I don't want you to give up on this process, because I do feel such an energy of like you being very taxed emotionally by it. Why the Two of Cups, Spirit? Why the Two of Cups? Why is that such a strength for Capricorn at this time? Because they help you to move forward. They help you to also regulate the energy that you're expending. Knight of Wands is not always moving very quickly. It's kind of like a hot and cold energy. They're helping you to work through the heartbreak that you've experienced. And also to see through the deceptive parts of your life, strategize better, and to get out of these energies where you've been fighting people or where you've been in situations where you just can't win. I feel like the relationships that you've had, that you're building, the community that you have is helping you to see beyond the heartbreak, to see beyond the challenges, the trials, the tribulations that you've been going through. Your area of focus is the Hanged Man, and so Spirit wants you to also look at life in a different perspective. What have they gained, though, from being in this hanged position? You may have felt like, wow, life is really not moving forward. Even though that Wheel of Fortune is turning, it's moving. You're feeling kind of fed up. Why is that? You might feel low on energy. This is the Four of Swords. You might feel as though you are not feeling the best, not feeling well. You may have gone through a period where God has kind of just told you to lay down, to sit back, to relax, to look at where life is headed. And yeah, there's been a lot of fighting, arguments, disagreements in your life lately as you've been trying to search for the happiness and the peace in your life. So Spirit wants you to look at the situations in your life where you've been fighting battles that you can't win, and He wants you to just rest. Rest and trust that everything is being taken care of in your favor at this time. You trying to resist and fight is not going to get you anywhere. There is a need to release the outcome of this situation. Release where this is going. Understand that the karmic wheel has turned. There is some karma that is being repaid as well, so that you can live in your dharma, so that you can close out this chapter in the near future, so that you can learn fully these lessons. The last 15 years for Capricorn has been difficult, to say the least. The other placements, Aries, Libra, and Cancer, have also been going through it because of how the planets interact with Capricorn. So this 15-year cycle, as it closes up with Capricorn's full moon that's hitting on the 21st, and also with Pluto finally moving out of Capricorn at the end of this year, is going to help you to close up final chapters, go through deep lessons. But what is it, Spirit, that they're really wrapping up? Any lessons that they've learned or that they were supposed to have learned during this time? Pluto, the Death card. Wherever this Pluto is, especially if it's in your first house of self, for some of you, I feel like it could be in your seventh house of relationships and contracts. Wherever this has hit, there is a deep call to look at how it transformed you into a better person. This is like closure at an emotional level. This is like closure at a more superficial level of like your life, a major chapter closing versus like a kind of psychological, a emotional chapter of your life that's been going through a lot of big transformation and changes. For some of you, especially if you're Capricorn moon, it could be your health that has gone through a big up and down battle over the last couple of years. Five of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. The Devil card just popped out. So a lot of You having to face your shadow, looking at yourself in the eye, and understanding that you hold the key. You are being empowered. You are now going to be able to move forward. This 15-year cycle is coming to a close. Pluto's moving into Aquarius. And so now that part of your chart's going to be transformed. That part of you is going to go through a big overhaul. Letting go of the self-limiting beliefs, trusting that you can get to the next level. And understanding that, yes, you went through a big karmic cycle over the last 15 years. It probably felt like it was never ending, but the end result is you actually being able to stand in your power and your truth. You actually being more powerful because of it. Tell me more about the recent past with the Six of Cups, Spirit. Wow, the Death card comes back out. So Six of Cups is, focusing on the past, nostalgia, childlike wonder, getting connected with the inner child as well. So your recent past, when clarified, is giving me Five of Wands, the Death card, and the Ten of Wands. That's heavy, heavy energy. You may have felt as though you were just going through trial after trial after trial, and you have been waiting for God to show you love, favor. You've really felt like you needed a break. And so you started to reconnect with your inner child. You started to say, I know I can do this. I'm going after my passions. I'm going through a death and rebirth of the old versions of who I once was. And you're willing to fight for what you believe in, fight to get to the top. Five of Wands is conflict, but it doesn't get you down. It taught you valuable lessons about how to reconnect in with the parts of yourself that you may have become disconnected from. The part of yourself that looks back and says, did I live a life that was worth living, or did I have all these burdens that I've just been carrying? They're ready to be set down. The fight is won. The situation now is, okay, as we go through this Pluto retrograde, what are the last few things that you need to kind of clear up that allow you to align with your receiving this gift from God, from uncovering this rebirth, renewal of self? We said your advice is, no matter how hard things get, Knight of Swords to the Six of Wands, keep fighting for what you believe in. Go after what it is that you desire. Go after what it is that you want for your life. And trust that no matter what comes up against you, you will be able to fight the good fight. And there are valuable lessons that you're learning along the way. Your environment was the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit, tell me a little bit more about why this is in reverse. There's a delay in this new opportunity for you because you're still going through profound healing. When you get to the end of this situation, the end of this 15-year cycle, the end of this year of 2024, you will see that the work that you've put into yourself ushers in the new beginning. You had to work for it. You had to go deep. You had to understand, I am only as strong as the inner parts of myself. When we go through those deep death and rebirth processes, we let our relationships, even relationships to self, go under big transformation. We look at things from a different perspective. We start to see that a lot of the times, what is right in front of us, this star power, this healing power, comes through the delay in this new beginning. It comes through the delay in that opportunity. It's almost like spirits are making you work a little extra hard to come out on the other side. But it's tested your faith, it's tested your patience, it's tested your ability to have hope in your future. Your hopes and fears with the High Priestess is that the lessons that you've learned and the things that have been hidden from you, that there be more clarity on your road forward. The High Priestess knows a great deal of things, and she understands that there is more than what meets the eye. And I think that you're hopeful that you trusting your intuition and you making these pivots and these changes and going through countless tower moments over the last 15 years, that you've learned a lesson. That's your hope. Like, I believe that everything I've gone through was for a reason. It had to have a purpose, or I wouldn't be going through it. Tell me more about this High Priestess and their hopes and fears. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, after so much disappointment, are you ready for this opportunity to come in? Or will you sit there with your arms closed because it has been difficult? This was an opportunity to learn deep lessons. And I know that like it's sounding like tough love, but that's what it's feeling like. God was like, we have to transform you. We have to get this habit. We have to work on this relationship. We have to make you see yourself. How much were you willing to work on yourself? 8 of Pentacles. Is the work that you've put in going to lead you to bottom of the deck? Your 10 of Cups. Your happiness, your fulfillment, your joy. I believe that it will. And your potential outcome of the 6 of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles is, after all this work that you've been put into yourself, will you be rewarded? Will you be compensated? Will you be given your equal share? And you will. You're going to come out even stronger than you thought. Blessings in your family. If you've been wanting children, if you've been thinking about how your life is going lately and you just feel like, God, I just feel like I'm just begging and I'm just making, I'm just breaking even. I can't continue on like this. I see you receiving your just reward because you understood, I'm still going to be a good person. I'm still going to chase my dreams. Yes, my Ace of Pentacles is in reverse, but I've worked damn hard to get here. Queen of Pentacles to the 6 of Pentacles. What is the clarification I can have on that, Spirit? For Capricorn. Yes. You have passed the tests. 10 of Wands are in reverse. You're putting them down. And the Hierophant. God is going to bless you for the hard work that you have put into yourself. A Taurus could be significant in your life as well. But I see not only reward in the 3D, but reward in the 5D, in the spiritual, in the ethers as well. For your contributions, for your hard work, for what you've learned, because you didn't give up. And because you poured into yourself. 9 of Cups. At the end of the day, no matter how hard it was, I just feel this energy that you kept regrouping, you kept fighting, you kept saying, I will get through this. I will get past this. Your friends were very pivotal to this as well. Big changes are happening in relationships and in jobs for you. In your status, in motherhood for some of you, in your spiritual gifts for others. Your health. I'm going to pull 3 oracle for you. There they are. You have the Lover. It says, it is safe to surrender to the good feelings. And it says Aphrodite, passion, and abundance. So after going through big transformations, again, I'm feeling like 7th house energy for a lot of you. Could even be 5th house. Where you've had to surrender, let things go, understand that what is meant for you will come in, but you had to surrender what wasn't working, what wasn't helpful to you, and understanding that God is going to bring in the good feelings. God is going to transform. There's a lot of butterflies on this card. It's card number 7 as well, of luck. Surrender to the good feelings and allow the lover in you that loves yourself to transform. It says, trust in the places you feel guided towards, space, time, and self. Infinity, reincarnation, and the 5D. So again, you've gone through big transitions in your 3D world, but also you're being rewarded in the 5D. Because your spirit has gone through big transformations over the last 15 years. This full moon in Capricorn coming up on July 21st is going to be a big closure to that chapter associated with where Pluto is in your chart. You're being led and guided to places that will teach you more valuable lessons, that will guide you to more happiness, more prosperity, and abundance. And you have to just trust where you're being led, even when you can't see your way forward. You also have, I'm not underestimating my own magic anymore. Magic. It says power, beginnings, transformation. So you are also going through this process so that you could reveal to yourself your truth, your power. There was a part of you that knew that you had all these gifts, had all this power to transform your life, your health, your relationships, how you work in this world, how you see yourself, your values. But now you have to understand that this contributed to your magic. This contributed to your way forward. You don't need to underestimate who you are anymore. Maybe you're like, God, why is so much happening around me? Am I worthy of this? Can I make it forward? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All right. We're going to pull an angel number for you. For Capricorn. Angel number 4, Capricorn. You have 2. You have 2255, self-love. And you have 413, synergy. And we will go ahead and read those out of the book. 2255. All right. It says things may have been feeling a little out of whack lately. Balance is the key at this point in your life. You will need to put in the work now to set yourself up for success in the future. Take the initiative and make some positive changes in your life. Evaluate whether the focus should be on a physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual level and shake things up. And so it says upright. This is instigating changes to rebalance, taking an initiative, being a driving force in your narrative, being nice to yourself, accepting help and offering assistance in return. And the affirmation is, I make space for myself and my needs. So are you making space for yourself, realizing your magic, ending and closing out chapters as is appropriate? And 413, it says recognize that everything is a cycle, light and shadow, day and night, good and bad. It's all a balance. No one is just one thing, nor are we lone islands. Establish a network of mutual support in your community. Creation begins with an idea, but it becomes infinitely more beautiful with collaboration. This is a sign of strength. This is a sign of strength in bonds, of newly forged connections, and standing by your friends. And so definitely your friends have been a big part of this process for you to get through all of that you've been going through. Upright, camaraderie, and being there for friends. Creating something greater than yourself, supportive networks, community growth, deepening connections, and standing together. An affirmation is, it will all work out better than I could ever imagine. So keep leaning in on your friend groups. Understand that the changes happening in your work life, your romantic life, your spiritual life are all here to help you surrender to the feelings of, I want to be happy. I have to choose myself. Pluto comes in, it restructures and empowers us, but not after, not without a great deal of fuss and drama. This full moon is going to help you also see the truth is going to be revealed. You will be rewarded for your spiritual prowess and for trusting God through all of this. If this doesn't say it all, 9 of Cups, your wishes will be fulfilled after a time of you going through a lot of loss, but you're starting a new beginning. And that is what matters. It's the recovery after the loss. So I hope that you enjoyed this message, Capricorn. I will catch you again very soon on the next one. All right, bye guys.